Hello, it's Holly with Ivy Cool Creations, and today I'm working on a stamp and stencil savvy layout. Of course, I'm using my How to Kill a kit, and I'm also doing Follow Sketch February sketch day number 1, and this sketch was created by Pam Callahan. So that's way too many lines, and I wanted to use my stash. So what I have are cut aparts, multiple different cut aparts, and I didn't have a star, so I just decided to use this circle frame. I mean, it's huge and I've had it in my stash forever, so I figured I might as well use it up. And I just paper pieced this thing together. I knew that I wanted to use the Remember This Beautiful One cut apart. I wanted to use the Wild and Free cut apart, but it didn't fit anywhere because I had that huge purple one. And so I just wanted something that would take up that whole space, hence why I used the red polka dot or pink polka dot. The Wild and Free would have made me have to find another piece just to piece in there, and I didn't want too many squares. I kind of just wanted squares on the outside instead of like on the inside where the circle was, and it kind of ended up in the middle versus at the top because of the Remember This Beautiful One, like the text on that first cut apart. And so I just kind of threw it together. I knew I didn't want straight lines, so I ended up curving things and making swirls and stuff like that. And I tried to keep a little gap between each one, just so that I could have the space showing, kind of like in the sketch. But what I did do was I sat and like took it apart piece by piece. I wanted to make sure that I could get this cut apart but not have too much of it gone. That was the hardest part for me, was using the piece or the cut aparts, but not cutting too much out of them, because I didn't want them to like basically disappear, and I didn't want to mess it up either, because if I messed it up I didn't have one to replace it of the same cut apart. So I just kind of made it work, right? Made it work. Just kept cutting little pieces and little pieces and little bits at a time so that I could get it on there and the right amount missing. Finally got everything glued down, and then I had this Love Makes Everything Grow vinyl piece, or vinyl title, I guess, or not vinyl, vellum title, and I wanted to use it because I've had it in my stash for years, and it was huge, so I thought I would cut it apart and use it as the title. Then for the Stamp and Stencil Savvy prompt this month, we're supposed to stamp our journaling boxes. So I don't have any straight line I don't have any straight line stamps. So what I did was I just used the very edge of my journaling stamp and just did it across in lines, and it turned out not so bad. I like it. Now this is where my kit came into play more so, because I had this Jen Hadfield sticker sheet that I wanted to use up, and stickers are the name of the game for February. And so I put as many of these on here as I could think would fit. And I really love the way that it turned out just in the ephemera thing, because the paper was already so busy and I had a bunch of patterns going on already, I didn't want to like overpower things. So I just used as many florals as I could to create clusters. Because in the sketch, there's like a diagonal line of clusters. And I figured with my words and the title happening already on a diagonal, if I put the clusters opposite, you would kind of get like movement around the page. So yeah, it was fun doing this. Please don't forget to check out the description box below for everyone who's playing along with Stamp and Stencil Savvy, as well as Follow a Sketch February and How to Kill a Kit with Style. And thank you so much for spending your time with me today.